Hello everybody, welcome back to OCRP. Once again, we're going to be checking out a new fire script and hose script by Zea Development. We're here in Grapeseed, we've got a fire up ahead. I'll go into this a little bit later on in the video when it comes to setting fires with ZFire, but we're checking out the new hose script. Keep in mind that things are going to be a little off. I do have to adjust the XY coordinates for some of the hose placements, but I will show you what we got going on. So the discount store is completely on fire right now, and we're going to hop out and I'll show you how easy it is to use Z-Hose. I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna hold G to connect the supply. Now at any time I can go down and view the panel so I can see how much water is actually there and foam. So we can come back, go to connect the supply. We're gonna grab that and not get hit by a car in the meantime. And now we have a hose we're gonna be pulling out to connect to this hydrant by walking up to it, and then you get prompted to hit G. Now we have a supply running to the actual engine. Now I can go and move all of this around so it works with different models. However, I haven't done that just yet, but I know I can come back here and I can grab a hose from here. So you can get the hose branch or the foam, your choice. We're going to use both today. I'll show you what it's like. But we're gonna go ahead and grab the water here. And now we have a hose that actually follows us on the ground. Pretty darn cool. Now we have a heck of a fire here. This is the new ZFire script. And it is really cool. We're gonna be using this script in OCRP soon enough. I'm just making sure we get this fire out on the front before we go inside and fight the flames. So we're gonna be moving over to this new platform for our fire stuff. But I wanted to showcase it to you early, and a big thanks to Zea Development for allowing me to check this out early before it is released. Look at the damage that the fire leaves behind. It's really cool. The fire is trying to pop back on me a few times here. I'm going to try to keep working and pushing this thing back. Now, by default, there are little fire symbols that you've seen. Oh, hello, in fire sims. And I have turned that off, so it's more of a simulated kind of feel when it comes to fighting fires. But you can see the fires are a lot more difficult to fight, and they like to, man, they're really liking to come back on me here. To keep working on it here, but we have an infinite supply since we are hooked up to the fire hydrant. Another really cool thing you'll notice, look at the smoke in the room. And we're gonna have to remove that smoke because I'm gonna use the Z fan to remove that. Okay, yeah, we're really dealing with some low-hanging smoke right now. It's gonna be hard to see people when you're trying to help them. Okay, we got the fire out, it looks like, for the most part, but the damage has been done to the building. But yeah, we have all of this smoke that's lingering around in the room. So returning the hose is just as easy as it was to pick it up. We just go back to the same spot. Now I'm gonna move this over to the other panel, and I'm gonna have to do this for each individual apparatus that we run. So I put that away. I'm gonna leave the supply hooked up for now. All right, so I'm gonna open the door here. I'm gonna put /spawn fan, and we're gonna get a fan here, and we're gonna turn it on by walking up to it here and hitting E. There we go. The fan is started. I'm gonna keep this door open so we can kind of start to ventilate this thing. But you'll see the smoke will actually get removed from the room when you're running a fan. Kind of difficult when you're having one of these kind of doors, but it should do the trick. You can see it dissipating in real time, and there you go. Look at that. We just removed all of the smoke out of the room. So just come over here, hit E, we'll turn it off, and we want to get rid of it. We just do a delete fan, and it's done. It's simple as that, but very cool. Showcasing 3 different products here today. We're showcasing ZFire, we're showcasing the Z hose, and the Z fan. So currently you don't disconnect the supply hose from the actual hydrant. Would be cool to see that in the future, but we're gonna walk around here and we're gonna just remove it by doing it this way. Disconnecting the supply. There we go, just like that. And again, if we view the panel, we should have plenty, which we do because we had it hooked up to the fire hydrant. All right, so here we are in Sandy Shores. We have a car over here. I'm gonna show you what it's like to use the fire script itself. So we're gonna come over here to the car, and I'm gonna go in and start a vehicle fire by doing create fire. And then we get this UI that pops up. We can select a effect here. So we have vehicle 1, grass 1, normal 4, electrical, normal 3, chemical, grass 2, normal 2, and normal. We're gonna do vehicle 1, Makes sense. Is it spreadable? Sure, why not? And now we can select a radius. Let's go medium on that. We're gonna confirm it, and then we see how anywhere around the car, it's not gonna let us start a fire, but anywhere we are on the car itself, it will allow us to start a fire. So we're gonna put it on the car itself. Let's start it in the engine compartment, and then we just left click and we have placed that fire. So just like that, it has started a small vehicle fire that is on the left side of the car. Now it's spreadable, so it can get out of hand. But what we need to do, oh yeah, you can see it's starting to happen now, and it'll do damage to the car and all that stuff. It's gonna be a long run, but I think we can do it. Let's go over here. We're gonna connect a supply to it if he stops running. As I'm walking over here to this fire hydrant, let's talk about some things that are coming to Z Hose. So functional pumping interface, you saw that there. But they're gonna have on and off controls, valve open and close features, hose pressure management. All right, let's go ahead and connect this supply. You can operate the interface. That's going to allow you to adjust scene lighting. You'll have access to a map that highlights the locations of all the hydrants in the area. It's aimed at assisting users in efficiently locating the supply during an incident. So that is going to be really cool to have. You're going to be able to use water drafting, so the capability to extract water from open sources such as rivers, lakes, and oceans, among other things. And then you can also draw water from a portable water tank, which is going to be cool. Let's use the foam branch on the car here. So you're going to be able to drop and pick up the hose, and you can retrieve it afterwards. Anybody in the area can pick up the hose and use it as well. So I'm just going to foam this whole car, man. And you can see the foam just gets everywhere. It is just as messy as it would be if we were putting a car fire out in real life. Although it doesn't seem to be doing a whole hell of a lot, does it? And I don't think foam's gonna get that out, so I wanted to show you what foam looked like, even though it may not be appropriate. All right, we got our water hose now, so we're actually gonna be able to put this fire out. Look at the damage it does to the car, by the way, the fire script itself. It's really, really cool what it does. And we're just gonna get this fire out. You gotta fight it a little bit, and you can see it starting to pop back on us. And we also have the ability to start smoke anywhere we want as well. So if you just wanna have smoke instead of a fire itself, you can certainly do that. But look at that. Car's been completely foamed and watered down. Now, these fires will smolder for a very long time, which is really cool. I love that. They don't just disappear out of the world, and they still do produce smoke. As you can see, that smoke is lingering on in the distance. Now, this resource necessitates the use of one sink to operate. We use one sink infinite in OCRP, so one sink is a requirement for this asset in particular. All right, so we're here at the farmhouse, and we are going to start a fire, and I'll show you exactly how you do that. I showed you with the vehicle fire. It's similar. You just open this up. We do like a normal 4, say spreadable, and this time let's just go large. Let's make this huge. We'll hit confirm there, and you'll see right away a lot of things here are flammable, including the ground itself. So we're gonna start here, and we're gonna start a fire there. I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna create another one. Create fire, and then same thing. Remembers what you did before, which is really cool. So you can really get up to speed to starting multiple fires, which is really nice. We'll come over to this side of the house, and we'll do the exact same thing. Hit confirm, and we got fire starting to spread all over the place. But you can see that smoke. Look at how awesome that smoke looks and drifts off in the distance. So you can see it a lot easier, which is really nice. We'll do one more for good measure here in the front. Right there. There we go. We're just gonna let these things spread like crazy. You can see that it's starting to follow the walls and stuff. And what's really neat about that is look at the damage it leaves behind when it does that. Very detailed. That's something I really love about this fire script. Now it's just meandering and kind of doing its own thing. So we're gonna let it continue to do. Yeah, it's climbing the wall there big time. But we're gonna let this thing kind of go wild for a while. You can see right there, it's already spread inside of the house. So this is gonna be very difficult to put out. So there you go, folks. That's a look at Z-Hose and Z-Fire and what you can expect to see in OCRP very soon. A big thanks to Zea Development for sending me this early to check it out and showcase it to you guys. I'll have everything linked in the description below if you want to check it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.